Hey guys, Terrell Savon here, and today I want to talk about something that I feel like I should talk about. Just because I feel like, I don't know, a lot of you people who are watching me are probably teenagers or my age, trying to find jobs or whatever. And I thought today maybe I should do a story time about, working in retail and working at PACSUN. And because recently I quit. I put in my 2 weeks yesterday, and not yesterday, the day before that, but I just want to talk about why and what was the reason behind me quitting after working for over a year at PacSun in retail and at the mall in general. Um, okay, so I started working at PacSun maybe I don't know, either I want to say my senior year. Started working there my senior year. I'm now a college student. And I started working like November-ish. November. That's when I think I kind of got the job. And then now I'm a college student. So yeah, I've been working there for over a year now. I want to talk about the things that I think a lot of people should know about working in the mall, because when you say, oh yeah, I work at PacSun, I think a lot of people think that's cool and think that's cool because you work in like PacSun, you work at a mall, whatever. It's actually not. Don't get me wrong, it is kind of cool, because you get to work with. I initially thought it was cool too when I got the job. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna work at PacSun, like, because this is one of my favorite stores. It will be cool. I can get all the latest clothes, like all of that. Okay, let me just first off by saying, and let me clarify that this is not gonna be. This is just my experience. And this is not going to be, everyone else's experience working in retail and working at the mall, but this is just my experience. And I've talked to a lot of people who work in retail, and they kind of had the same experience. Hour-wise, getting shifts, getting like one shift a week. The hours are really bad. So yeah, I'll just start off there. So I first got a job. Now, let me just say that my manager, let's just say her name is Rose, okay? I don't know, she just really only cares about herself, I feel like, and I'm not coming here just to bash her, but this is just from my experience. She only cares about herself. She kind of acts a little fake, she'll say one thing and then say another thing to someone else, and that's just from what I've gotten working here. So I started working, and let me just point out by saying, as soon as I started working, I literally did not get a shift for about, let's say, a good 4 to 6 weeks. And that's not exaggerating. I literally did not get a shift for 4 to 6 weeks. Well, actually, I started working during, like, close to Black Friday. So I got a lot of shifts, not a lot, but I got some shifts. But after Black Friday was up, like that January and all that spring, I literally didn't get a shift for like 4 to 6 weeks, literally. And I'm not exaggerating. And she even apologized for it, because, once these kids start quitting, these kids that was there and that was getting out of shifts and stuff, they quit. And so then she was like, oh, so she had to use me because there's no one else, because, she needed people to work. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I know, don't be mad at me, you're going to get more shifts now, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. I let it slide, whatever. So she started giving me shifts. Like, for a good 2 to 3 weeks, I started getting shifts, a lot of shifts. Not a lot, but, 3 to 4 shifts a week, which is good, I guess. So yeah, I started getting those type of shifts, and then like literally, she started hiring new people again, and she would literally like put them before me. Like, she would literally put me on the back burner, and this is every single time this has happened. She put me on the back burner, and I would talk to her about it, and I'm like, how come these new people are getting more shifts than me? And I've been working here, and at this point, it's probably like, I don't know, it's been a good 6-7 months I've been working here now, and I'm still having the same problem. And I'm like, how are these new people who just got a job like last month getting more shifts than me? She's like, oh, it's about sales. It's about sales. I'm like, really, Rose? Like, really? Really, Rose? It's about sales? Okay, first of all, if I'm not getting shifts and they're getting more shifts than me, of course their sales are going to be higher. That's just fucking common sense, first of all. And then, I was just kind of over at this point. I was really about to quit. But, yeah, so some months go by, same bullshit. I finally decide, okay, no. I skipped a part. So sometimes we would have these like meetings or whatever, after hours. Like she would like schedule all of us to have like this meeting. We would all come like when the mall closed and just sit in PACSUN and have this meeting, to talk about merchandise and stuff like that. So she called this meeting, and it started at like 9 o'clock. Yeah, it started like 9 o'clock at night. Tell me why. Okay, so first of all, it's kind of hard to get in the mall when it's closed. Like you kind of have to like find back ways. You have to go through back way entries. You have to call the store and like, hey, I'm outside, whatever. But I got there at like 8:59. I got in the mall like 8:57. Sorry, I heard something. But I went through another department store. I went through like Macy's or something. They were still open, but they were about to close. So I had to rush through there. I had to ask the man if he can unlock the door, and he did. And then that's what was taking me so long, because I had to find someone to unlock the door. So I got at the store at like 9:02, and the meeting started at like 9 o'clock. So I walk in. She's not even discussing anything yet. Like they didn't even state anything about anything yet. So yeah. So after the meeting, it was like a week later, and I had like one shift that same week. During that same week of the meeting, I had a shift, and I looked at the schedule, and I literally was not even on the schedule. And this was like a big day for us. I forget what it was. I think we had a huge sale, but it was a big day. And so I went up to her and I'm like, why? I see that I'm not on the schedule. Like, am I fired? Like, did you fire me because I'm not on the schedule? She's like, oh, we need to have a meeting. We need to have a talk, whatever. I'm like, okay, Rose. Now, let me just say the fact that this day, when I came in to work this shift, she scheduled me to work. But when I get in, there's like 6 people working. And then she's like, oh, there's nothing for you to do. You were literally just here just to work for shipment. Like, there's literally nothing for you to do. So, if you want to just come back, if you want to just leave and then come back. This is during my shift, by the way. If you want to just clock out and leave, and then I'll call you when the shipment gets in. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you fucking dumb? And I just literally was so over at this point. But anyways, so I went to have this meeting with her in the back room. She's like, oh, I took your shift for 2 weeks because you were late to the meeting. I'm like, what? Are you dumb? I was literally 2 minutes late, and you guys weren't even talking about anything yet. 2 minutes late. And then she was like, oh, and you didn't call in for your on-call. Now let me mention this. So I don't know if it's at all retail stores, but at PACSUN, they give you like a shift, but it's a shift, but it's an on-call shift. So basically, you have to. It's like, let's say I have an on-call shift from 5 to 9:30. So I would have to call in 2 hours prior to what the shift says. So if my on-call was from 5 to 9:30, I would have to call in at like 3, to see if they needed me, which is so fucking dumb. Okay, first of all, 2 hours, that's a long time. Like, you want me to call 2 hours before, like, and you're gonna decide 2 hours before if you're gonna need me or not? Most of the time, they would say they don't need you. Okay, most of the time, I've never had an on-call where it's actually like, oh yeah, I need you to come in. Like, no, it's literally just so they can make it seem like they're giving you shifts, but really they're not. So you have to call in, and that literally makes no fucking sense to me, like, at all. It makes no sense. But so she was saying I didn't call in for an on-call shift as well. That's another reason why she took my shifts. I was like, I did call in for my on-call. And even one of my managers, Nigel, who was one of my managers, he was like, yeah, he did call in. And my other manager, Josh, was like, I don't know, because Josh wasn't working that day. So she took it as the I don't know. She took Josh, I don't know, as in, no, I didn't call in. So she said that was the reason why she took my shift, my shifts for 2 weeks. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, whatever. I was just so over at this point. Okay, 2 weeks go by, I don't have any shifts, and then another 2 weeks go by, and I'm like, okay, am I fired? Because literally I have no shifts. So I take it upon myself to call her boss, Adrian. I'm like, Adrian, like, I don't know what's going on. I've been working here for almost a year now. There's people who just got hired who's getting more shifts than me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, she hasn't said anything to me. She took my shifts because I was 2 minutes late to a freaking meeting that didn't even start yet. And I'm just, like, so over it. So Adrian was like, okay, you know what? She should be telling you what you're doing wrong. She should be coaching you. I will have a talk with her because you're supposed to get at least a shift a week. At least. And I've been working here for, like, almost a year now at this point. Okay, so some time goes by, blah, blah, blah. I think I hit my year. Whatever. I'm starting to get a little bit of shifts, but not really. Whatever. And so, okay, let me backtrack. So, I think I called Rose and I was like, "Do you?" Because at this point I'm like, "Do you?" I think she wants me to quit. Honestly, that's why I think this is going through my head. I'm like, okay, she wants me to quit because this is why she's doing this stupid shit. And I'll ask her. I'm like, "Do you want me to quit?" And she was like, don't know, but do you want to quit? Like, she didn't even question it. Like, she didn't even try to argue it. She was just like, no, but do you want to quit? Like, that's why I knew she wanted me to quit. Like, she just didn't care. So, I was like, no, but I've been working here for almost a year now, and I'm not seeing any difference. Like, you're treating me like literal trash. Like, bitch, I'm not trash. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Whatever. She says she's not. Whatever. So, okay, I think I've hit my year at this point. And so I've hit my year, and I'm pretty much, it's kind of back to normal. Not really, though. But my one manager left. We get a new manager, whatever. He starts seeing it, and he's like, okay, these kids are not even getting shifts. But yeah, so basically, she started doing that shit again. Okay, so basically, the PACSUN company, decides that they're going to start cutting our matrix. They're going to lower our matrix. And if you guys don't know what a matrix is like the number of hours that a company gets. So, like, I think we got like 140 something hours a week or something like that. And between that 140, she has to split the hours between all of us. I think the managers she gets like 40, she has to get 40 hours because she's store manager. And then Josh, which is one of my managers, he had to get like at least 35, and then my other one manager, he got like 30. So she has to split all those hours among all of us. They lowered that to like 120. From like 140 hours, they lowered it to 120 hours. So now, literally every person only gets one shift. Now, there's this one guy named Sans. I love Sans. You guys know he was in my last video. He helped me with it. Well, not my last video, but my DIY pants video. He started working there literally like 2 months ago, and she already promoted him to key holder. I've been working there for over a year, and he already got promoted to key holder. Mind you, let me note this: he has a full-time job already. He has a full-time 9-to-5 job during the week. So I'm like, this is my only job. I'm like, why are you giving him a promotion when I've been working here for over a year? He already has a full-time job. Like, this is my only job. Like, I don't get it. So this is when I'm at this point. I'm like, I'm over it. I'm ready to quit. Like, you know what? I'm just over it. I'm ready to like quit. So I'm talking to my manager. Man, he's like, yeah, me and her got in an argument the other day about you because she was saying you're inconsistent. I was like, what the fuck? Let me note this, guys. Like, every time someone calls me, I always say yes, I can work your shift. Every time someone always says, can you cover my shift? I always say yes, I can cover your shift. I don't remember the last time I said no, I can't cover your shift. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm being dead serious. I don't remember the last time. So for her to say that I'm inconsistent really pissed me off. During this one recently, we had inventory. And if you guys don't know what inventory is, it's a really important day in retail. It's like you have to count everything in the store. I wasn't supposed to work that day, but this other girl was. But she was at her other job, which pays her way more, because she was like, I'm not coming in. Like, I'm not going to risk losing my other job because this job pays more. So calls me in. This is on a Friday night, by the way. And she's like, oh my God, can you please come in? Can you please come in? I'm like, okay, like, I can come in. Like, you know, it's a Friday. I have plans. I canceled my plans to come in there and work from like 6 to almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Actually, it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. On a Friday night. I had plans. I canceled my plans. So for her to say I'm inconsistent, like, I always come in when she needs me. I always am there. She even said when I walked in the store, oh my God, Tora, I can always depend on you, blah, blah, blah. This is how I know she's fake. And I can't trust anything she says. So, at this point, when I heard that, I was just like, I'm over it. I'm ready to quit. Like, I'm done. So, honestly, working in retail, working at PACSUN was like one of the worst experiences at a job I've ever had. It's unorganized. The company doesn't fucking care about their employees. The manager I had sucked. She sucks. I'm sorry. I don't care if she sees this video. I don't care. She sucks. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. and she's selfish. That's just what it is. And that's why I just had to quit. So yeah, if you guys are thinking about going into retail or working at the mall, I just want you to know that it's not all peaches and cream like you guys think it is. It's actually really, really bad. You don't get hours at all. It's good if you're a high school student, and you want to get a bag of chips every once in a while, because literally, that's how much your paycheck is going to be. Like, literally. If you want to go to the store every once in a while, it's good for you if you're a high school student. But as for me, I'm a college student. I need a real job, and it's just not a good job. And I'm only saying this for you guys. Like, I just want you guys to know that. Like, and I'm not trying to, make you scared. If you want to work in the mall, if you want to work in retail, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know, so you can know, so you can have an idea. Because honestly, I had no idea when I first started working there. Like, no one ever told me that it was gonna be low hours, that it's gonna suck this bad, it's gonna be this competitive, that it was just really bad. So I just want to make this video just so I can, inform you guys, because it was not all funny games. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a cool job for what it was, but it's not worth it at all. It's not worth it. And I'm telling you this from, I'm not saying this because I'm mad. I quit. I didn't get fired. I quit. So I'll just, let you guys know that. And I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I don't know. I've just been so busy with school, and I have to find a new job now. It's just been really, really tough. But I am back, and I just want to let you guys know about what I've been going through. And that's not what I've been going through lately. Quitting and trying to find a new job. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I hope it was informative. Sorry. I hope it was informative. And yeah, I'll see you guys later with another video. See ya later, innovators.